It's the Henderson County Colonels against the Owensboro Red Devils here from Colonel Stadium in Henderson. I'm Greg Busby alongside Scott Stone. Steve Tackle joining us in the line. The Red Devils won the top of the second half, so Henderson County will get the football start lineups here on WS and brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance on Zion Road. Defensively for Owensboro tonight, the ends number 50, Colvin Curry, number 75, Andrew Dumble. Linebacker number 13, McKnight, number 52, Elijah Hampton, 18, Blake Cabral, number 2, Ty Ashley. At the corner, number 4, Israel Swanigan, and number 3, Jalen Carr. Safeties, number 21, T. Green, number 11, Caden Ray. For the Henderson County Colonels, left tackle, 58, Gabe Sheffer. Left guard, 76, Landon Sauer. Center, 58, Elijah Bird. Right guard, 77, Cooper Jenkins. Right tackle, 75, James Murphy. Tight end, 88, Christian Hagan. And the slot, number 3, Colton Thompson, who had 2 touchdown receptions last week. At receivers, number 10, Maxton Meadows. Number 1, Lakin McKinney. At running back, the school's 10th leading rusher in the history of the program, Tony Burris. And the quarterback, sophomore Brody Belt, making his 4th start at quarterback, 5'10", 145-pound sophomore. Some good news possibly. Could see Trajan Davis back next week for the playoffs in some capacity. But it's Brody's team once again here tonight offensively for the Colonels. Henderson County comes in with a record of 4-5. Owensboro 6-3. The Red Devils have won the last 8 meetings between the schools. You got to go back to 2014 to find the last Colonels win. It was here, 44-18, the second year of the 3-year era of Tony Lewis. So it's been a while since the Colonels have got one over Owensboro, who is led by their talented running back, Evan Hampton, one of the state's best. Averages about 160 yards a game, just a junior. But he'll be a key for the Colonels tonight. If you're at the game, he wears number 22. Romer Payne to kick it off for the Red Devils. White on white for Owensboro tonight. Black numerals trimmed in red. The black helmets, the Colonels' white pants, maroon jerseys with white numerals and the white helmets. As Henderson County will be moving right to left on your radio dial here in this opening quarter. Our game tonight being presented by the Henderson Community College. As Jack Dalton, along with King Cumbus, back deep, and Dalton will field this one at the 11, across the 15, and cut down at the 22-yard line. That's where the Colonels will have it to start after a tackle on the play by Owensboro's McKnight. Colonels have been competitive in this game the last few years, but as Scotty mentioned at the top of our broadcast, just it's been the offense that struggled against always talented defense, and Coach Boston lamented on the pregame show that he felt Hampton would get a couple scores on his own, so you're going to have to score maybe 24, 28 points tonight to get a victory. 2 receivers either side for Belt from the gun. Takes a snap. The sophomore looks left, now throws right. Incomplete at the 22 line of scrimmage. A pass a bit low out of the backfield to Burris. And it's 2nd and 10. Let's say hello to Steve Town for the first time tonight. Good evening, Steve.
Good evening, gentlemen. And again, it's what I would call a crisp night, but a beautiful night for football. And looking for Brody to get settled in. Arguably the best defense he will have faced thus far.
Yeah, good point. 52 degrees here at game time. Clear skies, just a slight breeze out of the southeast at 3 miles per hour, so not much to speak of. As Belt has 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right, along with a tight end right. Burris in the backfield with him. Belt's going to hand it off to Burris, trying to get off that right side, and nothing there. Maybe a yard for Tony. That's it, as he is tackled on the play by Owensboro's Andrew Dybel.
The last couple of years, we've just not been able to get past their D-line and get some running lanes for our running back, which has been Mr. Burris.
No gain, and a 3rd and 10 coming up for the Colonels. Just underway here from Colonel Stadium on senior night. Colonel's 2 tight ends sit here, 2 receivers to the right. Fakes a handoff as Burt rolls out right. Now he's getting pressured, reverses field. Belt at the 15, steps up now and trying to come near side, and he's going to be brought down at the 22 for no gain. Did a lot of scrambling, looking downfield. Nobody was open, trying to get something up the middle, and eventually was tackled at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And the punt team coming out for the Colonels.
Yeah, this is an Owensboro defense. It's not huge across the board, but they have big guys, and most of their defense have similar size and, most importantly, similar speed. There is as tough a defense you're going to play all year.
Myron Wright coming on a bit late for the Colonels. He's out there now as Green set to receive at midfield. The punt away from Nunn. End over end is going to take a Colonel's bounce, be picked up by Green at the 45, and he's going to be brought down around midfield. But it'd be nice field position for the Owensboro Red Devils. Unlock your future at Henderson Community College. Choose from over 16 degrees and 75 certificates leading to a high-demand career, or transfer to a four-year institution. Enroll now for spring classes at henderson.kctcs.edu. College for the real world.
They've got a player down, Greg.
Owensboro will start their first drive at their own 49-yard line.
Guy. My bad. I can't see. So I guess it's our guy.
It is a Colonel down on the far sideline right near midfield. Can't tell which Colonel down yet, but we'll pass that along to you once we have that player's name. Coach Boston over there and the training staff.
Felt like it was a young man that was in on the tackle.
And coming up and walking off now for the Colonels, Zarian Rideout.
Yep.
Walking off under his own power, but kind of holding that wrist. I can't tell if it's a wrist or maybe, yeah, he's holding his wrist coming over the sideline. So Steve will get a report on that as we go along. One of the key defensive players for the Colonels out of that secondary Rideout.
They're going to take him inside. I'll get a word on him in just a minute.
1st and 10 from the Red Devils from the 49. Hand off to Hampton. Hampton bounces off one tackler outside the numbers and is near the first down marker at the Colonel 40. As he was hit at the line of scrimmage, bounced off, shifted to his left, and he picks up 10 yards to the 41 and a first down for Owensboro after a gain of 10 on Hampton. Quarterback is Trevor DeLacy, a senior. Hampton, a junior in the backfield. DeLacy's going to throw a screen. It's complete near side, making the catch for Owensboro and trying to get reverse field to get to the far sideline. And near the sticks is the Red Devils number, I think it was 15. Couldn't tell it's 15 or 16. I don't have a 15 on my roster. Penalty marker in.
After the play, personal foul on the defense. At the 15-yard penalty, it'll be a first down.
Was it 18, Scotty, or 15?
I couldn't see.
They're both in the field.
This guy right here.
That would be 18.
There's an 8-yard gain.
Blake Kimbrell. But there is a 15 out there, and
it was 18.
Don't have 15 on the roster we were provided. So a fresh set of downs for Owensboro. 1st and 10 in the Colonel red zone at the Henderson 18. 2 minutes in here from Colonel Stadium. No score. As DeLacy takes the shotgun snap. Handoff Hampton off that left side. He's at the 15, driving forward, still on his feet. Inside the 10, breaks away and brought down at the 5. 13 yards for Hampton. He's tough to bring down. Colonels finally do near the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Red Devils.
Well, guys, that's just effort. Right now, Evan Hampton's giving effort. The Colonel defense is trying to catch up, and the junior right now is just playing harder than everybody else on the field.
1st and goal from the 5 for the Red Devils. Hampton in the backfield with Green. Under center, DeLacy. Puts a man in motion. And he's going to hand it off, trying to get to that far side, number 15. He's brought down at the 5 for no gain. Henderson County's J.R. Rush on the stop.
Guys, if they're running anything inside the 10-yard line and Evan Hampton doesn't touch it, that's their fault.
That's what I was thinking. I would think he'll get it on this one.
He would get it until they score.
Those guys who's 15.
Second and goal for Owensboro. From Henderson County, 5-yard line.
So a second and goal from the 5. DeLacy back in the gun with Hampton to his left. Snap, DeLacy looking to throw. He throws it to Hampton, and he's in for the touchdown. 5-yard touchdown pass, DeLacy to Hampton, and Owensboro goes on top 6-0 with 8:46 to go in the first.
I wish I had something to add, but that was just a great play out of the backfield, and how there's not somebody attached to his hip everywhere he goes, but that time nobody touches him till he was across the goal line. All right, the PAT to make it a 7-0 game with 8:46 to go in the first. Snap is down, kick is up. Not good looking, but effective. It's good.
7-0 Red Devils, 8:46 to play in the first. Back after this on WSON, our game being presented by Henderson Community College.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
Number 6, Jack Dalton on the return. Brought down by number 13, Caden McKnight.
Jack Dalton back to receive for Henderson County, takes it the 4, gets across the 20, brought down at the 24. So that's where the Colonels will have it, trailing Owensboro 7-0 with 8:41 to go in this opening quarter. A 5-play, 51-yard drive for the Red Devils. DeLacy to Hampton, 5-yard touchdown pass. Took a minute 34, put Owensboro in front. Henderson a 3-and-out on their first offensive series, and Belt's going to hand it off to Burris. Breaks a tackle at the 25 and then gets to the 28 before he's pushed back. Give Anthony the 20. Yep, got the 28, so a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Colonels.
Yeah, the Colonels right now get that first down, kind of get some of those butterflies to settle. No lost yards plays right now, and if they can get anything on the board whatsoever, just to match Owensboro's energy, which has been very high, would be acceptable right now.
2nd and 6 for the Colonels. 2 tight ends right, a receiver left, and now penalty marker comes in. It'll be against the Colonels.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense at the 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Our referee tonight, Don Carroll. Umpire is Zach Woodard. Linesman Kelly Burnett. Line judge Winky Fortune. And the back judge Sandy Bonardi.
First good defense we faced since Mayfield, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what Steve said. So. He made the point that definitely the best defense Brody Belt has seen is his time at quarterback, which started in the McCracken County game. So now a 2nd and 11 after the 5-yard penalty against the Colonels. Meadows goes in motion as Belt takes a snap. Rolling left, going to throw, looking for McKinney, and it's incomplete. McKinney kind of stopped his route and stopped at the 40, and it's incomplete at about the 50, so maybe a little miscommunication there, and it's 3rd and 11.
Yeah, I see the coaches saying something to McKinney as he heads back to the huddle, not so much to Brody Belt, which tells me that maybe McKinney inadvertently broke off that route when he shouldn't have.
So a 3rd and 11 coming up for the Colonels at their own 23-yard line. Owensboro a 7-0 lead with 7.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Senior night here for the Colonels, but back home next week, opening up the playoffs against Barron County. That's an 8-win team that could come in here. Belt looking to throw, and it is deflected and then nearly caught near midfield as a Red Devil got a hand on it around the 40, and then Meadows nearly hauled it in at the 50. It goes out of bounds, and 4th and 11, the punt team out.
Yeah, Greg, if Max could somehow come up with that, and he did get one hand on it, then another, but never both at the same time, he might have went the distance on that. All right, Jackson got to settle down, got that first punt out of the way. Not a great punt. Needs to settle in there, get a good catch and a good step into it.
This one is away. A spiral. It's going to hit at the 50, take a Colonel bounce, and go inside the 40-yard line near the 35, and that's where the Red Devils will have it. Our game tonight being brought to you in part by your local State Farm insurance agent and Thrasher Boyd, and helps you tackle savings when you combine home and auto insurance. See State Farm agent and Thrasher Boyd at the corner of 14th and North Green Streets to start your savings. Call 826-9583 or visit andismyagent.com.
Bo Jones Trucking, Branson Family Trust, Gibbs Die Casting, Gutter Magic.
During the kick, we had blocked below the waist on the receiving team. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. It'll be first down, Owensboro.
We'll take that.
Absolutely. So that'll go back to the 20-yard line. So a 15-yard penalty against the Red Devils will back them up to their own 20 with 7:14 to play opening quarter. 7-0 Owensboro lead as the Red Devils scored on their first drive, going 51 yards in 5 plays. DeLacy to Hampton, a 5-yard touchdown pass. One receiver left and 2 to the right.
Off or something.
Now Brody Belt getting back out there for the Colonels. That may be Rideout who went out there initially. He's kind of come back. Remember, he got his hand hurt. He's out there.
Well, they sent Burris off the
okay.
field for some reason. The ref did.
There's a handoff to Hampton off the left side, and Hampton gets 3 yards to the 23. J.R. Rush on the stop for Henderson, the team's leading tackler. Going to bring up a 2nd and 6, giving 4 to the 24. And now a penalty marker in that appears to be against the Colonels.
On the defense, it's a 5-yard penalty. Still going to be 2nd down.
So now a 2nd and 6 becomes a 2nd and 1 after a 5-yard penalty against the Colonels. DeLacy takes a snap, hand off to Hampton, trying to bounce it outside the numbers. Far sideline has the 40 and brought down near the 45-yard line. A first down and then some for Owensboro as a tackle by Christian Hagan, but not before the Red Devils get it out to their own 45-yard line. 17 yards on that carry from Hampton.
4 carries for 43 yards already for Hampton.
Averages 160 a game.
I think he's going to beat that tonight if we don't get going.
2 receivers left, one to the right for DeLacy here. Fakes a handoff to Hampton. DeLacy going to throw over the middle, man open. Complete at the 25, 15, 10, and it is a touchdown. Making the grab for the Red Devils, Caden Ray. Colonel's got a tackle right inside the 5, but Ray able to stretch it out. And it is 55 yards on the touchdown. And Owensboro on top 13-0 with 6:04 to play in the first.
Colonel's have been susceptible to the big play all season long. That one was no exception. As the snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is true.
Red Devils 14, Colonels nothing. 6:04 to play in the first quarter. We're back after this on WSON.
Secure your future with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm, providing excellence in life insurance for over 20 years. With us, your legacy is safe. Our dedicated team at 316 14th Street, Henderson, is ready to guide your journey towards financial security. Don't hesitate. Call us now at 270-826-9583 and embark on a safe, uncertainty-free tomorrow with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm.
Side.
There you go.
Number 6, Jack Dalton on the return.
Colonels Jack Dalton fields the kickoff at the 14, gets across the 25, brought down near the 30, just shy of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and that's where the Colonels will have it, trailing Owensboro 14-0. Colonels 2 3-and-outs on their first two possessions, and the Red Devils a 51-yard drive and an 80-yard drive, both for scores. 3 receivers left, one to the right for Belt here, who takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff, and Brody going to keep it himself, and he's going to get a yard. That's it to the 30 as he's brought down by Kimbrell. Hampton also there for Elijah Hampton there for Owensboro. A 2nd and 9 for the Colonels. Belt from the gun. 2 tight ends sit here. Takes a high snap. Hands it off to Burris. And Tony, good hard running. Looks like he had a hold of his jersey at the 34, but falls forward to about the 38. And he'll be close to a first down, depending on the mark. Marking down at the 37. And it'll be a 3rd and 2 for the Colonels. Belt quickly clapped the hands, trying to get the Red Devils to jump. They did not, and now looks over to the sideline to get a play call here on 3rd and 2 for the Colonels, looking for their first down of this opening quarter with 4:40 to play, and Henderson trailing 14-0. Handoff Burris off that right side. Tony has the first down, still on his feet, 45, far sideline, ended Owensboro territory, brought down near the Red Devil 40. Henderson Chevrolet first down for the Colonels. It's Trucktober at Henderson Chevy. Get 0% financing on select new Chevy Silverados and GMC Sierras. Plus, buy now, make no payments until 2025 at Henderson Chevrolet on that 22-yard run from Burris.
Yeah, that's the kind of runs that Henderson has to have, and that's the kind of runs that Tony can supply us with. Got a good push up front. He made a nice move, and Red Devils for the first time tonight just didn't wrap up.
Colonels for the first time tonight on the Red Devil side of the field. 1st and 10 from the 41. Belt again to Burris. Right tackle outside the numbers near the sideline and brought down around the 32-yard line.
And another flag on the play.
All of them coming from that side over there.
A holding on the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
So a hold against the Colonels. Will place the football back at the Owensboro 48. So it'll be a 1st and 17 here for Henderson after that penalty.
1st and 17 for Henderson County from the Owensboro 48-yard line.
3 receivers to the left, a tight end to the right. And coming left is Burris, middle of the field, and he's brought down at the 44-yard line after a gain of 5. Tackle on the play by Caden Ray. And a 2nd and 13 coming up for the Colonels with the football at the Owensboro 44 as we go under 3.5 minutes to play. First quarter, Red Devils on top of Henderson 14-0. Two tight ends left, a receiver that way as well. One receiver right as Brody rolls out right. It's going to throw, and it's incomplete to Meadows at the 32. Kylie Shimwell in on the coverage for the Red Devils. And 3rd and 13 coming up for the Colonels.
It was 1 of 3 on 3rd down. This is a long one against this defense. Not good.
3 receivers to the right. Tight end left is none. Empty backfield as Burris shifts in the slot. Belt looking, throwing middle of the field, and it's going to be incomplete down at the 5-yard line. Meadows, the intended receiver, but that one was about 7 yards in front of him. Falls incomplete, and the punt team coming out for the Colonels. So none to punt with Owensboro's T. Green back to receive.
Averaging 35 tonight. That would be a good time to have 35-yard punt.
This one is a spiral. Can the Colonels get on it? And it just goes into the end zone as Cumbus almost had a shot at it, trying to down it at the 1, but it goes into the end zone for a touchback. Our game tonight here on WSON being brought to you in part by DSS Rentals. Take it from Colonels football sophomore Jack Dalton. DSS Rentals is Henderson's source for equipment rentals for personal and commercial projects. Big or small, DSS Rentals has the tools for you. DSS Rentals on South Green and online at dss-rentals.com.
You got to say props to Jackson Nunn. He did exactly what he was coached to do. It was a nice little spiral away from the returner, and if Keene could have gotten turned around quick enough, probably could have downed it around the 1-yard line.
Yeah, he was right there, just couldn't get, as you mentioned, Steve, turned around quick enough, but did a good job. Colonels had a shot at it as DeLacy takes a snap. Now he's rolling left, and he wants to run it, and it's going to be brought down at the 25-yard line for a gain of 5 yards, tackled by the Colonels' J.R. Rush. Giving 6 to the 26. Go ahead, Steve.
Well, that's the thing. You're not getting any negative yards plays out of your defense right now. Right now, everything Owensboro is running not just for positive yards, but for huge gains.
2nd and 4 for the Red Devils here, and I think the Colonels at least moved, must have got back. No flag came in. Both sides threw their arms up, and we're set to go. DeLacy looking left and throws it complete. It'll depend on the spot. I think he'll be close to a first down. He took a big shot, but making the catch was Dillard. But he is down on the play as Baxter popped him pretty good. Looks like they'll mark him at the 29, so it goes as a gain of 3. And it'll bring up a 3rd and short, but right now Dillard down on the play on that far sideline. To give us a moment to tell you that Colonel football tonight being brought to you in part by Classic Automotive and Collision Center. If you've had an accident and need auto body repair, remember, it's your choice which body shop to use. Classic Automotive and Collision Center on Lower 2nd Street under the overpass. Classic Automotive, where you're driving home their reputation. And Colonel football also being brought to you in part by Branson Surveys. Branson Surveys can determine the elevation of your property, survey property lines, and do foundation inspections. Branson Surveys doesn't work from 9 to 5. Branson Surveys works from start to finish. Dillard still down on the play right in front of the Owensboro bench area at the 28-yard line. Baxter kind of hit him waist high from behind. Legal hit, nothing malicious there on the tackle, but you can tell kind of jerked Dillard's body a bit. And the Owensboro staff taking a look at him. We'll take a step aside, take a timeout. Be back with more. Minute 59 to play in this first quarter. Colonels trail Owensboro 14-0 here on WSOE.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
Dillard left the field under his own power. Then Owensboro on a 3rd and 1 get the one they needed from Hampton to pick up a first down. So now 1st and 10 from the Colonels 30, and the first carry of the night goes for 5 yards for T. Green.
Number 21, Omarion Green on the carry.
And Green give him 6 to the 36 right out on the stop for the Colonels. 2nd and 4 for Owensboro. Minute 10 to go in the quarter, a 14-0 Owensboro lead. 2nd and 4 for the Red Devils. As DeLacy throws a screen complete, far sideline, and it's a first down to the 41 for the Red Devils as Green makes the catch. And a fresh set of downs for Owensboro to their own 41-yard line. Nobody beats the deal beater. The Tri-State's largest new Ford and Lincoln dealer is D. Patrick Ford, Highway 41 in Walnut near the Lloyd Expressway, and online at dpatrickford.com.
7 first downs already from Owensboro.
1st and 10 from the 41 here. Green goes in motion. DeLacy throws it to Hampton out of the backfield, caught at the 42, but taken down immediately right there as Burris on the stop for the Colonels. A gain of 2 to the 43. Final seconds here this opening quarter. We'll see if Owensboro snaps it. Nope, just tried the hard count there, and the Colonels don't jump. That is the end of the first quarter. After one, Owensboro 14, Henderson nothing. Our game tonight being presented by Henderson Community College.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
DeLacy throws it complete to Caden Ray, who gets across the 50 to the 49-yard line and has the first down. looked like they had enough for the first down. It is first down. There you go. Red Devils first down. Play got going after the state champions were being honored between quarters. Lady Colonel's softball team, but I'm not sure the officials realized that and started play. First and 10 were the Red Devils from the Colonel's 49. And here's a handoff to Hampton off the right tackle. Hampton stiff arms a man at the 45, fumbles the football.
Wow. Right
goes out of bounds with it around the 35, and it'll be enough for a first down.
Lucky.
It's at the 35, so a first down. The ball hit off the turf, kind of bounced high up either right to him or maybe even bounced out of bounds on that far sideline.
Right to him, but he was
almost
out
like
of
a
bounds.
dribble is what it looked like.
He was already out of bounds, though. So.
Two receivers to the left, one to the right here for DeLacy. Fakes the handoff to Hampton. DeLacy is going to throw, and it is nearly intercepted. Burris got a hand on it. Intended receiver was Green. And it's 2nd and 10 coming up for the Red Devils at the Henderson 35.
First incomplete pass. He was 7 for 7. And also, we got a hit on him that time.
Got to get rid of that one quickly, and Burris nearly had a pick. Colonels had 4 interceptions last week at Christian County. 2nd and 10 from the 35. Hampton off the right side again is going to be brought down at the 32. He picks up 3 yards as Turner on the stop for Henderson. 3rd and 7 now for Owensboro at the Henderson 32 with 11 minutes to play first half. Owensboro on top of Henderson 14-0.
Got to watch for the big pass play for a touchdown. We've seen that so many times this year.
2 receivers either side for DeLacy here with Hampton in the backfield. Ray goes in motion. DeLacy looking over the middle, going to fire far sideline now, and it is incomplete down near the goal line. Turner in on the coverage as a pass intended for Braden Burke, and it's 4th down for Owensboro. 4th and 7 at the Colonel 32. Let's see what Jay Fallon and the Red Devils do here.
They're going for it.
Well, the way they moved the ball 7 yards is really not a big deal. They made the nice pickup on 3rd and 8 to start this quarter, but right now they can pretty much use any play in the playbook.
2 receivers either side for DeLacy. Hampton to his left, and now Owensboro.
A timeout.
Going to think it over.
Owensboro, that's their first timeout of the half.
10:39 to play in the half. Owensboro facing a 4th and 7 from the Colonel 32 when we come back on WSON.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
From the Henderson 32, the Red Devils a 14-0 lead with 10:39 to play here in the first half. DeLacy takes the snap, looking left, throwing that way, looking deep, and it's going to be incomplete. Thought there may be some interference there. There is not. Turnover on downs. Turner in on the coverage against Green, and the Colonel defense gets the ball back.
Yeah, great job there. Hayden Turner kind of stood his ground. The receiver tried to draw a penalty by just running directly into him. The ball, I don't know about it being catchable or not, but I thought Hayden did a good job because if he moves off of his track 1 yard either way, that's going to be a touchdown.
So Colonel's football at the 32. Big defensive stand there.
Yeah, 12-play drive, and they get off the field. Good job. But now they got to get some offense going.
Two receivers to either side for Belt. Brody handoff to Tony Burris off that right side, and Tony gets 3 yards to the 35. A 2nd and 7 coming up. Tackle on the play by Conrad. Three receivers to the right now, and a tight end left. That's none. With Burris in the backfield with Brody Belt, who takes a snap. Hands off Burris off that left side. Tony's still on his feet behind his blockers, and he's brought down at the 40. And it'll be a 3rd and short coming up for the Colonels. A gain of 5, and it's a 3rd and 2.
Well, if there's ever been a situation, a scenario where the Colonels need to get a first down, it's right here, right now. Keep the ball, keep the clock running, get the ball across midfield, get that first score on the board.
9:20 left in the half. Colonels trailing 14-0.
Give that defense a little bit of a break.
3rd and 2 from their own 40. Belt fakes the pitch. Brody off the left side. He has the first down, and he's going to be brought down at the 43-yard line. He picks up 3 and has the Henderson Chevrolet first down. It's Trucktober at Henderson Chevrolet GMC. Get 0% financing on select new Chevy Silverados and GMC Sierras. Plus, buy now, make no payments until 2025 at Henderson Chevrolet GMC.
Colonels have 2 first downs, and both of them were on 3rd down. So that means we've not had an explosive play on first down yet. Or 2nd.
1st and 10 from the 44 here for the Colonels. Belt off to Burris again. And Tony spins away, he's still on his feet, and he's going to have a first down into Owensboro territory.
They're bringing it back.
At about the 43, but they're a penalty marker down.
Same
back
side
at the
again
Henderson 45.
I couldn't see it.
Holding on Henderson County, number 76. That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
So a hold against the Colonels will take that run from Burris off the book, and the ball will go back inside the 35 to the 34-yard line.
We've done this every drive tonight. We get some positivity and then a big holding call.
1st and 20 for the Colonels now from their 34. Belt fakes a handoff. Brody off that left side, gets across the 40, and he's going to be brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 8. A good job there on 1st and long to get some of that back and bring up a 2nd and 12 here.
Yeah, that might have been our best first down play of the night.
I think you're right, Steve. 8 yards there to bring up a 2nd and 12 with the football at their own 42. 7:45 to play in this opening half. Owensboro leads Henderson 14-0. Red Devils come in 6-3. The Colonels 4-5. Owensboro has won the last 8 meetings between the schools. Belt fakes the handoff again. Brody trying to get to the outside the numbers here on the near side, and is going to be pushed out of bounds for no gain. May have got a yard. We'll see. Carr and Burke there to run him out. They do give him a couple yards to the 44.
Well, I got news for you, boys. He got rolled down and left on the ground about 5 yards out of bounds. Official on the sideline just kind of shrugged it off.
3rd and 10 for the Colonels here from their own 44. McKinney near side receiver. And now Henderson's going to take a timeout. 7:22 to go in the half. Colonel's facing a 3rd and 10 when we come back on WSON. Our game being presented by Henderson Community College.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
Colonel's trail Owensboro 14-0 here from Colonel Stadium in Henderson. Owensboro's Trevor Lacey's thrown 2 touchdown passes, a 5-yarder to Evan Hampton and a 55-yarder to Caden Ray. Owensboro the 14-0 lead. Colonel's facing a 3rd and 10 from their own 44. As Belt takes the snap, fakes the handoff, Brody drops back, looking over the middle, throws and nearly intercepted. Incomplete at the 45, nearly picked off by Conrad as he was looking for Meadows. 4th down, punt unit coming out for Henderson. It'll be the Colonel's 4th punt of the night. They've had to punt on each of their possessions. Green to receive. Snap to none. A low spiraling punt is going to hit at the 25, go inside the 20, and be down at the 14-yard line. Colonel's football tonight being brought to you in part by DSS Rentals. Take it from Colonel's football sophomore Jack Dalton. DSS Rentals is Henderson's source for equipment rentals. For personal and commercial projects, big or small, DSS Rentals has the tools for you. DSS Rentals on South Green and online at dss-rentals.com.
Another fine punt. Jackson Nunn kicking the ball away from the return man, getting a good roll off that spiral. Second time he's went around 40 yards.
42 on that one. Greatest one of the night. Best one of the night.
And the starting position, the 14 for Owensboro, their worst. There's a snap to DeLacy, looking right now, rolling that way. He's going to tuck it and run, but he's going to be taken down for just a gain of 2 or 3 yards.
Trevor DeLacy on the quarterback scramble. Brought down by number 34,
Andrew Onan there to bring him down after a gain of a couple to the 16, 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 for Owensboro from their own 16-yard line.
6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Owensboro on top, 14-0. Have it deep in their own territory. As DeLacy's going to hand it off to Hampton, and not much there for Hampton. Maybe a yard or two. We'll see where they mark him down.
Even on the bad plays, though, they
Myron
still
Wright on the stop.
Still getting a yard or two.
Yeah, gave him 1, so a 3rd and 7 coming up for the Red Devils.
Somebody needs to make a big play. Somebody needs to.
Their worst play of the night was an incomplete pass, and they haven't had very many of those.
3rd and 7, DeLacy. With 2 receivers out their side, takes a snap. Looking right, steps up in the pocket's going to throw. Overthrows his intended receiver across the 30. He was looking for Hampton out of the backfield, and 4th down, and the punt team coming out for Owensboro. Colonel's a chance to get the ball near midfield here.
And got 2 timeouts.
5:44 left in this first half, 14-0, and Owensboro sit to punt for the first time tonight. Elijah Hampton is the Red Devil punter. Cumbus set to receive around midfield. Colonels have blocked a couple punts this year. Good snap back to Hampton, and the punt end over end is going to go out of bounds around the Owensboro 40, so the Colonels will have their best field position of the night. trailing 14-0. Colonel football tonight being brought to you in part by Henderson Community College. Start your journey to a high-demand career or transition to a 4-year institution at Henderson Community College. With over 16 degrees and 75 certificates, HCC will help you score big. Enroll now for spring 2025 classes at henderson.kctcs.edu. HCC, college for your world. So the Colonels from the Owensboro 42, trailing 14-0. Belt handoff to Burris, and Tony 2 yards to the 40. That's it. After he was taken down by Conrad. Hampton also there for the Red Devils. 2nd and 8 for the Colonels at the 40.
I got a feeling if we're going to score a TD, we're going to have to complete a pass. We're 0 for 6 so far.
Second and 8 as we go under 5 minutes to play in the half. Each team 2 timeouts remaining. Owensboro the 14-0 lead here at Henderson. Belt fakes a handoff to Burris. Brody looking right, throwing deep, looking for McKinney, and it is incomplete down at the 8. Penalty marker comes in, though.
He was getting held all the way down the line.
I didn't see a lot of contact, but this is one of those calls we'll take.
Yeah, it was holding. He was holding.
You probably had a much better view. I'm behind the play.
Preliminary signal is a hold down there on Owensboro.
Got hold on the defense. It's a 10-yard penalty. It's going to be a first down.
Henderson Chevrolet first down for the Colonels. It's Trucktober at Henderson Chevrolet. Get 0% financing on select new Chevy Silverados and GMC Sierras. Plus, buy now and make no payments until 2025 at Henderson Chevrolet.
Just a third first down of the Colonels here in the half.
1st and 10 from the Owensboro 30. High snap. Belt gets it down. Getting pressured. Penalty marker in for a hold. Belt throws complete to Colton Thompson at the 25. Spins down at the 21. Missing a comeback. It'll be a hold against the Colonels.
Yeah, right now we're just out holding them.
On the offense, number 75. That's a 10-yard penalty.
6 for 55 yards already.
That's a tough one there on first down. If the Colonels had 1st and 10 at the 30, it'd be 1st and 20 at the 40 now for the Colonels. As we go under 4.5 minutes to play in this second quarter here from Colonel Stadium, Red Devils on top of Henderson 14-0.
We don't want to give them too much time either. So try to punch another one in for a half.
Yeah, it'd be a good time for a 10-yard play like we had last time and get this thing in second and manageable.
3 receivers to the left, a tight end right. Handoff to Burris off that right side. Tony inside the 35, brought down to the 31. A gain of 9, right on cue for Tony Burris to set up a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and like Scotty said, huge thing is good run, gets you in manageable position on 2nd down, and keeps the clock running.
Under 4 minutes now to play in the half. Again, each team 2 timeouts remaining. Colonels trail 14-0, but have it now on a 2nd and 11 from the Red Devil 31. The sophomore Brody Belt with Bird over the football, snaps it, and Belt's going to throw a quick screen complete to Burris. Spins inside the 30, middle of the field, 25-20. Burris still on his feet inside the 10, brought down near the 8. 1st and goal for the Colonels.
First completion of the night.
On the screen to Burris, who made a great move at the 25 and took it down inside the 10 for 22 yards, down to the 9.
Yeah, such a low center of gravity when Tony runs the football. It's really hard to take him down up high, and when he spins, he's pretty elusive. He'll get away from you and puts the Colonels in great position here. Clock still running. I would take my time and be as methodical as possible.
1st and goal from the 9.
That play clock go all the way down to 1.
Rush in the backfield with Burris now. Handoff, fake the handoff. Brody Belt did, and he's down near the 5. The Powell pushing and stood up around the 4. Play blow dead. Belt never went down, but they stood him up. But it is going to be a gain of 5 yards down to the 4, 2nd and goal from there.
And I think I've been just as impressed in the last 2 games with not the way he's necessarily throwing the football, which he's thrown it very well coming into tonight, but he's also shown he could run the football effectively.
Nice run between the tackles there after the fake to Burris. Again, rush in there as a fullback. Handoff Burris. Tony down near the 1. He's close. And he's down at the 1 for a gain of 3. 3rd and goal from the 1.
3rd and goal for Henderson County. From the Owensboro 1-yard line.
Colonel's 2 of 6 on 3rd down tonight. He almost could stay in the huddle until 1 second and just call a timeout.
Yeah, it's not a bad call, buddy. That's not a bad call at all.
Colonel staying in the gun here. 3rd and goal from the 1. Handoff Burris. Hit at the 1. Didn't make it. It'll be 4th down.
He did make it.
Oh, he did. Okay, wow.
Yeah, it's a late call, but he did make it in.
It's touchdown, Henderson County. Burris, a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Colonels on the board with 1:39 to go until halftime. Official from the near side came in and called the touchdown. Must have stretched it over. He appeared he was hit at the 1. I may have just able to stretch it out for the touchdown. Weiss on for point. Let's send it back down to Steve.
All right, 1:39 to go before the half. The snap is on the way. It's down. The kick is up, and it's dead center perfect.
Colonels cut the lead in half. It is Owensboro 14, Henderson 7. 1:39 to go in this first half. Back after this on WSON.
Owensboro Health, providing advanced heart care, women's services, orthopedics, cancer care, and so much more for Western Kentucky and Southern Indiana. Our team of 5,000 is ready to serve you. Owensboro Health. We want to keep you healthy. We want to make you proud.
Colonels on the board. Tony Burris, a 1-yard touchdown, capping a 7-play, 42-yard drive to cut the Owensboro lead in half. 14-7. Hampton going to return the kick from the 14s across the 25-30, far sideline 40, still on his feet into Colonel territory, brought down at the Henderson 42-yard line. Hampton can do it all, and a big return there to set up Owensboro with 1:29 to go in the half. Scoring drive recap is brought to you by D. Patrick Ford. Nobody beats the deal beater, the Tri-State's largest new Ford and Lincoln dealer. Highway 41 at Walnut near the Lord Expressway and online at dpatrickford.com.
I'm not sure that was in the game plan. To kick the 22.
For him to even be back there.
I don't think I'd kick to that kid.
From the Henderson County 42-yard line.
So Owensboro from the Colonel 42 with 2 timeouts left and 1:29 to go. DeLacy takes a snap, steps up in the pocket, going to throw, and it's going to be complete. And down inside the 10, making the grab, is Kingston Dillard.
Dillard's reception good for an Owensboro first down.
It's marked just outside the 10, but it looks like it'll be a first and goal from there. As we go under 1:15 to play in the half. Yep, we'll call it the 11. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown, so DeLacy, handoff to Hampton, bouncing outside the numbers, and not much there for him, maybe a yard. As a tackle on the play by Baxter along with Onan. Owensboro takes a timeout. Minute 2 left. Second and 10 from the 11 for Owensboro when we come back on WSON.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
The Colonel 11 with a minute 2 to go, 1 timeout remaining. DeLacy takes a snap, and he's going to throw complete to Hampton, but he may have lost a yard as he makes the catch, but pushed out of bounds by Onan. Clock stops for no gain. It's at the 11, so a 3rd and 10 from the Colonel 11.
From Henderson County, 11-yard line.
A big play coming up here for the Colonels with 2 receivers either side for DeLacy. Hampton to his left. DeLacy takes a snap, throwing toward the end zone, and it's incomplete. As Belt in on the coverage on the near pylon to Dillard, and it's 4th down.
And you can kind of see when the offense starts to sputter for Owensboro, you've got linemen, running backs, quarterback, all making the throw the flag symbol. Like every play now that's contested needs to be a penalty because they should be able to move the ball better than they have here in the second quarter. It's been all Colonels effectively in the second quarter. That's why it's a 14-7 game. And with 51 seconds to go, Owensboro's going to try a field goal. Young man is solid at best. We'll see how it goes. The snap is down, kick is up, not very good, and it didn't make it there. No good.
Colonel defense able to dodge a bullet there. Good job, and it makes it a 14-7 game, and the Colonels will get the football back at the 20. Our game tonight being brought to you in part by your local State Farm insurance agent and Thrasher Boyd, and helps you tackle savings when you combine home and auto insurance. See State Farm agent and Thrasher Boyd at the corner of 14th and North Green Streets to start your savings. Call 826-9583 or visit AnnIsMyAgent.com.
It's 2 stands in a row by the defense.
Well, they got down there and didn't give the ball to Hampton, at least on the ground. They got the pass to him, but no handoff to him down there. And Colonels take over the 20 with 2 timeouts and 46 seconds left. Can Henderson get a late score? Belt, handoff to Burris. Tony trying to get to the near side. He's at the 25, still on his feet. 30, all the way to the 33-yard line. Henderson Chevrolet first down for the Colonels. Brought down by Carr, but another nice run for Burris. And now Henderson will take a timeout. 39 seconds left. Colonels a 1st and 10 at their own 33, trailing 14-7. We're back after this on WSON.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
It is Owensboro 14, Henderson County 7. Colonels, though, with the football at their own 33. 1 timeout remaining each way. First and 10 for Henderson County after a 13-yard run from Tony Burris. 2 receivers either side for Belt. Brody takes a snap. Looking over the middle, now scrambling left. Brody's going to run it, flag down, 40, and he's going to go out of bounds at the first down marker at the 43. But a penalty marker in. It is a hold against the Colonels.
A holding, number 75 on the offense, a 10-yard penalty. Going to replay, first down.
That'll turn a first and 10 at the 33 to a first and 20 at the 23.
Well, I think that kind of changes your play calling now, guys. I think now we're in a situation where you just want to take a knee, and if they even have another timeout, that's fine. You take another knee, and you end this thing, and you go in down to 1 score. The only caveat is that Owensboro will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, timeout on each side left. 29 seconds left. Colonels first and 20 with the ball back at their own 23 now. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. A tight end right. Handoff to Tony Burris. Makes a cut back to the 25. Spins, middle of the field, 30. Trying to get to the far sideline, 40. Outside the numbers, 50. And he's going to be spun out of bounds at the Owensboro 45 with 9 seconds left in the half. Another great run from the senior Burris. To the Red Devil 45, 33 yards for Burris, the Henderson Chevrolet first down. 105 of the night now for Tony.
Now that ball, it was definitely out of bounds, so and you got a timeout. How many yards we need, Steve, for field goal?
Probably need to get it inside the 30, I'd say.
Guys, if this play works, it'll be amazing. If it doesn't, oh dear.
It's not going to work because it's delay a game.
And a penalty.
Delay a game.
There you go. Delay a game against Henderson County. I'm assuming there was some trickery about to happen there, Steve. The way you kind of set it up there.
Yeah, well, I inadvertently overheard the play call,
okay.
and I think the shock of the play call caused the delay to get it off in time.
Everybody was making sure we're really going to do it. We're really going to run this play.
Here's the thing: it's still going to be the same play, just 5 yards deeper.
The ball is right on the 50.
So
9 seconds left. Colonels have a timeout left and could get out of bounds as well. So,
Steve, you're saying it's going to be a touchdown or no
it's either going to be one or the other. Yeah, and I think it could go Owensboro or Henderson here.
2 receivers right, 1 on the left. Belt.
Not it.
Hands off to Burris. Hit immediately. He gains 2, and that is the end of the first half. Colonels trail at the half, 14-7. Steve Tao is downstairs with Henderson head coach Josh Boston.
Coach, you guys pretty much own the second.
Yeah, we're moving the ball in the second half, doing a little better job offensively. Defensively got some stops that we needed to get. Got behind there a little early, and calls aren't really going our way right now.
What kind of adjustments do you need to make for the second half?
Nothing. We got to get the linebackers blocked. 52 is making all the tackles. We're not doing a good job getting up to him.
Good luck in the second half.
Thanks. Go Colonels.
Gentlemen, back to you.
That's the head coach of the Colonels, Josh Boston. He and the Colonels go into the locker room, trailing here at home to Owensboro, 14-7. Stay tuned for Colonels at the half, brought to you by Heron Auction Realty. Again, your halftime score, Owensboro 14, Henderson 7 here on WSON. Our game tonight being presented by Henderson Community College.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
Owensboro Health. providing advanced heart care, women's services, orthopedics, cancer care, and so much more for Western Kentucky and Southern Indiana. Our team of 5,000 is ready to serve you. Owensboro Health. We want to keep you healthy. We want to make you proud.
Secure your future with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm, providing excellence in life insurance for over 20 years. With us, your legacy is safe. Our dedicated team at 316 14th Street, Henderson, is ready to guide your journey towards financial security. Don't hesitate. Call us now at 270-826-9583 and embark on a safe, uncertainty-free tomorrow with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Participate!
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
Owensboro Health. Providing advanced heart care, women's services, orthopedics, cancer care, and so much more for Western Kentucky and Southern Indiana. Our team of 5,000 is ready to serve you. Owensboro Health. We want to keep you healthy. We want to make you proud.
Secure your future with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm, providing excellence in life insurance for over 20 years. With us, your legacy is safe. Our dedicated team at 316 14th Street, Henderson, is ready to guide your journey towards financial security. Don't hesitate. Call us now at 270-826-9583 and embark on a safe, uncertainty-free tomorrow with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm.
Who started at their own 49-yard line. They got it down to the Colonel 5 when quarterback Trevor DeLacy hooked up with Evan Hampton for this 5-yard score. Five-play, 51-yard drive, minute 34.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
Owensboro Health, providing advanced heart care, women's services, orthopedics, cancer care, and so much more for Western Kentucky and Southern Indiana. Our team of 5,000 is ready to serve you. Owensboro Health. We want to keep you healthy. We want to make you proud.
Took over at the Owensboro 42, got down to the one when at first it looked like Tony Burris was short, was able to stretch it across for the touchdown.
Secure your future with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm, providing excellence in life insurance for over 20 years. With us, your legacy is safe. Our dedicated team at 316 14th Street, Henderson, is ready to guide your journey towards financial security. Don't hesitate. Call us now at 270-826-9583 and embark on a safe, uncertainty-free tomorrow with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm.
We'll give Scotty a couple more minutes. He is finishing those up. There we are. For Owensboro, quarterback Trevor DeLacy, 9 of 14 through the air for 116 yards and 2 touchdowns. Evan Hampton, 3 catches, 7 yards and a touchdown. T. Green, a 5-yard catch. Kingston Dillard, 3 catches, 42 yards. And Caden Ray, 2 catches, 62 yards, including a touchdown. On the ground, Evan Hampton, 8 carries for 62 yards to lead the way. 76 yards rushing for Owensboro, 116 through the air, 192 yards in that first half. Owensboro picked up 10 first downs, were penalized 2 times for 25 yards. No turnovers in that first half. They were 1 of 5 on third down, 0 of 1 on fourth down. For the Henderson County Colonels, Brody Belt, 1 of 7 passing, 22 yards. That was a catch from Anthony Burris. Belt, 6 carries, 19 yards on the ground. Burris, 14 carries for 107 yards, including the touchdown run. 126 yards on the ground for the Colonels, 22 through the air, 148 yards for Henderson. They picked up 6 first downs, penalized 8 times for 70 yards in that first half, 8 for 70 penalties. No turnovers. Colonels 2 of 7 on third down, did not attempt a fourth down. It all adds up to a 14-7 Owensboro lead at the half here on Colonels at the half. When we come back, we'll take a look at scores from around Western Kentucky in the second round of the playoffs in Indiana. Also have a look at upcoming auctions from Heron Auction Realty. As at the half, it's Owensboro 14, Henderson 7 here on WSON.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
Owensboro Health, providing advanced heart care, women's services, orthopedics, cancer care, and so much more for Western Kentucky and Southern Indiana. Our team of 5,000 is ready to serve you. Owensboro Health. We want to keep you healthy. We want to make you proud.
Secure your future with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm, providing excellence in life insurance for over 20 years. With us, your legacy is safe. Our dedicated team at 316 14th Street, Henderson, is ready to guide your journey towards financial security. Don't hesitate. Call us now at 270-826-9583 and embark on a safe, uncertainty-free tomorrow with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, We need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
17 Franklin Avenue. The auction will be November 19th at 5:30, online only. You can go to heronauctions.com or highbid.com to bid on the old Skateway USA building, 16,400 square feet building, iconic structure in Henderson. Iconic red, white, and blue aluminum exterior is low maintenance with metal roof and situated in a central location on a just over 1 1/4 acre lot. Interior features include the concession area, laundry room, restrooms, private office, large common area with the hardwood skating rink. Lots of potential. Skateway USA building auctioned off Tuesday, November 19th, online at heronauctions.com and highbid.com. Also from Heron Auction Realty, a farmland auction, live on-site auction with online bidding available, 87.5 acres in Webster County. That will be on Thursday, November 14th at noon. Also from Heron Auction, online only, the Carl Valentine Senior Estate auctions set to close this Sunday, November 3rd at 2. It'll be a staggered closing. Vehicles, guns, tools, much more. All these auctions, you can check them out at heronauctions.com. Taking a look at scores from around Western Kentucky and Southern Indiana. Again, here at halftime, it is Owensboro on top of Henderson 14-7. Second quarter, Union County crushing Greenwood 35-7. At the half, Graves County leads McCracken County 17-10. Apollo and Davis County tied at 21 at the break. Mayfield leads Christian 14-0 in the first. Allen County Scottsville on top of Barron County 15-14. Barron County 7-2 coming to Henderson next week to open the playoffs. Owensboro Catholic shutting out North Hardin 27-0. Bryan Station leads at Central Hardin 21-7. Second quarter, Warren Central on top of Todd County Central 30-14. Also second quarter, Paducah Tillman on its way to a 10-0 season. They lead at Russellville 27-0. In the third, Bowling Green leads at St. X 19-3. Caldwell County leading Trigg County late in the second 26-7. Half, Crittenden County shutting out Callaway County 22-0. Grayson County leads Hancock County at the break 21-13. Halftime score, McLean County has a 1-point edge on Marshall County 8-7. Butler County leads at Ohio County 9-0 in the second. And Warren East on top of Franklin Simpson 29-14 at the break. In Indiana's second round of the playoffs, Castle leads at Floyd Central in the third 28-14. North shutting out New Albany 28-0 in the second. Wrights leads at Jasper 22-0 in the third. Heritage Hills on top of Vincennes Lincoln 24-17 in the third. Memorial shutting out Southridge 24-0 at home. And Boonfield leads Bossy 21-0 in the third. College football, minute 55 to go, third quarter. UConn on top of Georgia State 20-13. Florida Atlantic leads South Florida at the half 14-7. Boise State all over San Diego State 28-3 halfway through the second quarter. Again, it's the Colonels trailing Owensboro 14-7 here at the half. We'll hear from Heron Auction Realty to be back with the second half after this on WSON.
It can happen when you least expect it. You're involved in an accident and you need help. Look no further than Hargis Collision. Hargis welcomes all insurance providers. They are ICAR certified and have the equipment needed to get your vehicle back to OEM specification. To the Hargis team, your vehicle is treated like a person, not a number. Hargis Collision, keeping your family's safety in mind. See them at their new location, 1480 South Green Street.
Owensboro Health, providing advanced heart care, women's services, orthopedics, cancer care, and so much more for Western Kentucky and Southern Indiana. Our team of 5,000 is ready to serve you. Owensboro Health. We want to keep you healthy. We want to make you proud.
Secure your future with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm, providing excellence in life insurance for over 20 years. With us, your legacy is safe. Our dedicated team at 316 14th Street, Henderson, is ready to guide your journey towards financial security. Don't hesitate. Call us now at 270-826-9583 and embark on a safe, uncertainty-free tomorrow with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Owensboro 14, Henderson 7. Owensboro won the toss earlier tonight. Deferred to the second half, so they'll get the football to start this third quarter. After Trevor DeLacy threw 2 touchdown passes in the first 6 minutes of the game, a 5-yarder to Evan Hampton and a 55-yarder to Caden Ray to put Owensboro on top. 14-0 with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. It stayed that way until very late in the second quarter when the Colonels would get good field position after backing up Owensboro on a punt, took over at the Red Devil 42, got it down to the 1, and Tony Burris got in from a yard out to cut the lead in half, 14-7, as we get set to start the second half. Our game tonight being presented by Henderson Community College. Unlock your future at Henderson Community College. Choose from over 16 degrees and 75 certificates leading to a high-demand career or transfer to a 4-year institution. Enroll now for spring 2025 classes at henderson.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. It is Carr and Hampton back deep to receive for Owensboro as the Colonels be kicking left to right here in this third quarter. Weiss set to get us underway for the second half.
Hey, guys, expect something a little fancy here, okay?
All right. Hopefully Colonels can come up with something a little fancy here. It is an onside attempt. Pretty good one. Ball's loose. Hey, the Colonels have it. Yeah. It hit a Red Devil, and then the Colonels got it at the Owensboro 48-yard line.
Yeah, don't get much fancier than that, does it?
Yeah, their guy touched it. Now, why are we having a conversation?
Yeah, it didn't go 10 yards, but their guy touched it. Yep. It appeared it bounced off a Red Devil at around the 48, and that's where the Colonels jumped on it. Should be Henderson ball here. Officials discussing. It did definitely hit.
There was nothing to talk about.
Yeah. Well, they're talking about something. So
they can talk about it all they want, but there ain't nothing to talk about.
Yeah, all they can do now is talk themselves out of the right call.
Yep, no flags came in, nothing like that. So at the moment,
there
it
you go.
stands
Good
as
point.
Henderson's ball. It is Henderson
sir.
County football. They confirmed that now. The officials got together. So the Colonels, some big momentum there out of the locker room to get the onside kick, and we'll have it near midfield at their own 49-yard line.
And you also keep that offense off the field, and you keep for Owensboro, and conversely, you keep Henderson's defense off the field just a little longer, because this is going to be one of those long second halves of a good football game.
Make it right on the 50s where they start the football. Colonels trailing 14-7. Two receivers to either side for Brody Belt. Burris had a big first half to his left in the backfield. As Brody takes a snap, looks left, getting pressured. He's going to be sacked back at the 42-yard line. Could be a face mask, though, as the penalty marker's in.
Got a personal foul, face mask.
It is.
On the defense. The 15-yard penalty. Going to be a first down.
So that will take the football to the Owensboro 35-yard line.
Yeah, guys, and this is Scott, I called up to the booth. Coach Boston wanted to know about the penalty differential, and there definitely was one. Colonels had 8 for 70 yards. That was only the third penalty of the night for Owensboro, and a big one to boot.
Yeah, that was obvious.
It'll be a Henderson Chevrolet first down for the Colonels off the penalty, 1st and 10 at the Red Devil 35-yard line.
And really, it's a bigger penalty than that, because it was going to be, second.
It's going to be a loss of 8.
13 or something.
Yep.
I mean,
that's a possession killer with a long sack like that.
Now we need a big play, though, after that to keep momentum.
Two receivers, a tight end left. Handoff Burris, runs into a blocker, bounces off of him. Tony is at the 30, and he is down right there for a gain of 5. Second and 5 coming up for the Colonels. Hagan comes off as Thompson comes on as a receiver. None has stayed in there as a tight end. As 3 receivers right, none a tight end left, with Burris to the left of the quarterback Belt. Second and 5 from the 30. Belt fakes a handoff. Brody bounces it outside, left side, looks for the pylon, has it. Henderson Chevrolet first down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and take off the deceptive speed moniker for Brody Belt. I'm going to say the guy has got excellent speed and excellent quickness, and that time he made a quick decision and he went with it, and that's a good thinking for a young quarterback.
It's Trucktober at Henderson Chevrolet GMC. Get 0% financing on select Chevy new Silverados and GMC Sierras. Plus buy now and make no payments until 2025 at Henderson Chevrolet. 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Colonels. 10:50 to play in this third quarter. Colonels trail 14-7. Handoff to Burris, and Tony gets 4 or 5 yards near the 20.
And see, that's stuff we weren't doing in the first quarter. Owensboro had all the energy, all the momentum, and everything has switched since about 2 minutes into that second quarter.
A gain of 4 to the 21, and it brings up a 2nd and 6 for the Colonels.
2nd and 6 for Henderson County from the Owensboro 21-yard line.
Just underway third quarter. Colonels got an onside kick to start this quarter, and have got it down to the Owensboro 21, facing a 2nd and 6. Play clock down to 8. Colonels still in the huddle.
Don't need that. Delay a game here.
Belt takes a snap, handoff Burris off the left side, outside the numbers, and he's close to a first down, but it is a penalty marker down. And a hold against Henderson.
On the offense, number 76. That's a 10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
So a 2nd and 6 will turn into a 2nd and 16 back to the 29-yard line. Colonels now 80 yards in penalties on the night. 10 minutes to play in this third quarter. And a 2nd and 14, yep.
We gained
2 yards, yep. So 2nd and 14. As Belt on to throw a screen complete to Burris, and Tony is going to be brought down at the 33. He's going to lose about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, the side-to-side plays, the east-west, if you will, that's going to be tough against this Owensboro team. Tony's hit the middle between the guards, between the tackles very well, but trying to swing wide on something like that, that's going to be tough tonight.
3rd and 17 for the Colonels now at the 32.
Probably need about 7 to 10 yards for a make-up
field
goal
have
here.
To burn a timeout. 9:09 to play in this third quarter. Colonels 3rd and 17 from the Owensboro 32, trailing 14-7 when we come back on WSON.
Secure your future with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm, providing excellence in life insurance for over 20 years. With us, your legacy is safe. Our dedicated team at 316 14th Street, Henderson, is ready to guide your journey towards financial security. Don't hesitate. Call us now at 270-826-9583 and embark on a safe, uncertainty-free tomorrow with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm.
Colonels facing a 3rd and 17 at the Red Devil 32. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right for Belt.
Wish we'd find the tight end. We've only attempted 1 pass to the tight end, but they covered it very well.
None's a tight end left, the only tight end on this set. Now Belt goes and tells Tony Burris something and takes a snap. Hands off to Burris, inside the 30, inside the 25, so on his feet, 20, sits back, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, 32 yards, Tony Burris, and the Colonels a chance to tie it up early in the 3rd.
Guys, I'm going to tell you, the initial blocks up front were absolutely amazing, but when he got to that second level, that was all Tony Burris. Great job for the senior on senior night.
Good job to overcome the holding penalty and get the score after the onside kick that started this 3rd quarter. And Weiss on for the extra point. He is 36 of 37 on the season.
All right, here's the snap. It's down, the kick is up, and the kick is good.
We're tied at 14 with 9 minutes to go in the 3rd. Back after this on WSON, our game being presented by Henderson Community College.
Secure your future with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm, providing excellence in life insurance for over 20 years. With us, your legacy is safe. Our dedicated team at 316 14th Street, Henderson, is ready to guide your journey towards financial security. Don't hesitate. Call us now at 270-826-9583 and embark on a safe, uncertainty-free tomorrow with Ann Thrasher Boyd State Farm.
Oh, get that one. Colonel's little short kick taken around the 30-yard line for Owensboro after Henderson County goes 50 yards in 6 plays. Tony Burris, a 32-yard touchdown run to tie the game at 14. Scoring drive recap brought to you by D. Patrick Ford. Nobody beats the deal beater, the Tri-State's largest new Ford and Lincoln dealer. Highway 41 in Walnut near the Lloyd Expressway and online at dpatrickford.com. So Owensboro from their own 32, DeLacy fakes a handoff, and he's going to be dropped at the 32 for no gain.
Number 8, Trevor DeLacy on the quarterback keeper. Brought down by number 42, Miles Ramirez.
Miles Ramirez on the stop for Henderson, a 2nd and 10 for Owensboro.
Yeah, and Miles is the guy that usually takes care of that mess right there in the middle of the field and really got off to a slow start tonight, but the young man has really picked it up here in the 2nd and 3rd quarters.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right for DeLacy here. Handoff to Hampton off that right side. Big hole, middle of the field, 50. Colonel 40, 30, far sideline 20. 68-yard touchdown run from Evan Hampton, and just like that, Owensboro back in front. Coach Josh Boston said in the pregame show he thought Hampton would break a couple tonight. That's his first one, 68 yards to give the Red Devils a lead back with 8:17 to go in the 3rd. Raymer Payne on for point. And let's send it back down to Steve.
All right, gentlemen. They've been interesting tonight, but he is 2 for 2. Snap is down. The kick is up. It's ugly, but it's effective.
Owensboro 21, Henderson 14, 8:17 to go in the 3rd. Back after this on WSON.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
The 8-yard touchdown run puts Owensboro back in front, 21-14. Colonel's set to receive left to right here in his 3rd quarter with 8:17 to play. Jack Dalton takes it at the 6. Has the 15, near sideline 20, 25, ran out of bounds around the 27-yard line.
Number 6, Jack Dalton on the return.
Our game tonight being brought to you in part by your local State Farm insurance agent, Ann Thrasher Boyd. Ann helps you tackle savings when you combine home and auto insurance. See State Farm agent Ann Thrasher Boyd at the corner of 14th and North Green Streets to start your savings today. Call 826-9583 or visit annismyagent.com. Colonels will start from the 29-yard line. Two receivers left. Meadows in the slot. McKinney out wide. 2 tight ends on the right side. Nunn and Hagan, who shift to the left side now. Belt, hand off to Burris, trying to get off that left side, and Tony gets back to the 29. That's it. May give him a yard to the 30. We'll see. Nope. Yeah, they did. Gave him a yard. 2nd and 9. They do put it on the 30. Under 8 minutes to go in the 3rd. Owensboro 21, Henderson 14. Colonels trailed 14-0 as Owensboro led by 2 scores with 6 minutes to go in the 1st quarter. Colonels got back in it here moments ago, but then 2 plays after that, DeLacy, the big 68-yard touchdown run to put the Red Devils back in front. Belt low snap. It's on the turf. Brody's just got to pick it up back at the 22. And it'll bring up a 3rd and long after the snap got away from him. It's back to the 22-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 18. Football back at the 22 with just under 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd. on senior night for the Colonels. Receiver to either side for Belt here. He takes a snap, rolling right. He's going to throw, and it's incomplete at the 33-yard line. Meadows, the intended receiver. Carr in on the coverage, and the punt team comes out for Henderson. Tonight's game being presented by Henderson Community College. Unlock your future at HCC. Choose from over 16 degrees and 75 certificates leading to a high-demand career or transfer to a four-year institution. Enroll now for spring 2025 classes at henderson.kctcs.edu. HCC, College for the Real World. Snap back to none, and his punt is a spiral, and it's going to be taken at the 44-yard line and being brought down at about the 47. On the return is Green. That's where the Red Devils will have it, leading Henderson 21-14 with 6:34 to go here in the third. Our game also being brought to you in part by DSS Rentals, taken from Colonel's football sophomore Jack Dalton. DSS Rentals is Henderson's source for equipment rentals for personal and commercial projects. Big or small, DSS Rentals has the tools for you. DSS Rentals on South Green and online at dss-rentals.com. Owensboro from the 49. DeLacy in the gun. Handoff Hampton. Off right tackle has the hold. 45-40. Trying to bounce it outside. Brought down at the Henderson 38. A gain of 13. Baxter there to bring you down for the Colonels. Hampton coming off that big 68-yard touchdown run moments ago. Picks up 13 there to the 38. How many for Hampton now tonight, Scott?
Yeah, it just kind of sucked all the air out of the stands and on the sideline when he did it, too.
10 for 141.
Wow, what a night. Averages about 160. Screen is incomplete as DeLacy try to get it to Dillard. And 2nd and 10 coming up for the Red Devils. Kentucky on the air tomorrow night. Pregame 4:30, kickoff at 6:45. The Cats head to Knoxville to battle the Vols. Two receivers left and one to the right for DeLacy here. Some movement on line of scrimmage. The Colonels appear to jump.
Encroachment on the defense at the 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Colonels nearing 100 yards in penalties tonight. 2nd and 5 for the Red Devils from the Colonel 33.
9 for 85.
DeLacy fakes the handoff, keeps it off the right side. First down for him. Far sideline 20,
Holding.
15, flag down. And DeLacy's down at the 5. Flag is down back at the 20.
Yeah, definitely a hold on the senior Red Devils.
Got hold on the offense. It's the spa fouls. 10-yard penalty. Going to replay 2nd down.
So the ball will go at the 29-yard line. So it actually does go as a gain of 4 after netted out after the penalty. So a 2nd and 1 here for the Red Devils from the Henderson 29. 21-14, Owensboro on top with 5:45 to go in the third. DeLacy with Hampton to his right. Hands it off with Hampton off that right side, and not much there for him as the Colonels stand him up. Led by the Colonels' Myron Wright. And he gets a couple yards to the 27, and it will be enough for a first down and make it a 1st and 10. So fresh it downs from the Colonels 27 for Owensboro. DeLacy, handoff Hampton, right side again. Hampton inside the 20, brought down at the 12. Another big run for Hampton. First and goal from the 12 now. 5 minutes left here, third quarter. Owensboro with the 21-14 lead.
First and 10 for the Red Devils from Henderson County 12-yard line.
This third quarter starting to look a little bit the first quarter for Owensboro, who moved the ball quickly as well as with the big play with the touchdown earlier.
First and 10 from the 12, DeLacy. Fakes a handoff and tries to get to the outside. Shakes one tackle. Going to be brought down around the 7. Baxter on the stop for Henderson. And a 2nd and 5 coming up from the 7 for Owensboro.
2nd and 5 for Owensboro from Henderson County 7-yard line.
And some movement on the line of scrimmage to Lacey, kind of a hard count.
To the snap, encroachment on the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's going to result in first down.
Another penalty against the Colonels. I think it will be a first down. It will. First and goal at the 2. First and goal from the 2 now for Owensboro. Colonels have a player down here, maybe?
No, they just called the play. I was going to say.
Looking at the first down or not.
Chain measurement here on WSON presented by Branson Surveys. Branson Surveys can determine the elevation of your property, survey property lines, and do foundation inspections. Branson Surveys doesn't work from 9 to 5. Branson Surveys works from start to finish. It is a first down.
I thought it was half the distance to the go, which it was on the 7, so it should have been on the 3.5.
Oh, good point, Scotty.
Not the 2. Come on, guys. The ball's on the 2-yard line.
Would that be the case for a 5-yard penalty as well? If you can mark
It's
off
inside
the 5?
the 10.
Yeah.
Well, if you're inside the 20.
First and goal from the 2.
If you're inside the 20, it's a personal foul. It's half the distance to the goal, even though you can mark off 15 yards.
Under center DeLacy. He's going to hand it off, and it's a touchdown for Owensboro. On the carry for the Red Devils is T. Green. Flag comes in after the play on the 2-yard run from Green. And that makes it 27-14.
Wow. Now some flags after the fact.
Yeah, I think Green and a couple of the Colonels had a little jawing after that touchdown.
Which is fine if they both get flags.
Officials getting together about that.
But not if one team gets it and the other team doesn't.
At the moment, a 27-14 lead for Owensboro. I don't think they'll take away any points here. I think this would be flags after the play.
Well, as usual, it's the second person, and deservedly should have been a two-way penalty there. The guy got up, got directly in the face of Avant, and then decided to chirp. Avant pushed him. Avant gets a penalty. Avant says something. I think now he gets ejected, and the other party guiltless.
Not good if Baxter gets ejected. That'd be 2 games. That would be, of course, the playoff game, and then if the Colonels are winning,
get an ejection with no punch or nothing like that thrown.
There's 2 fouls on the play, both against Henderson County. After the play, personal foul, number 5 on the defense. Also number 5, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. Those penalties will be off the 15 penalties, and those will be a set off.
So he called 2 fouls. He didn't say he was ejected, but and unsportsmanlike and a personal foul against Baxter. So hopefully that's not the case. As
Penalties were against Henderson County.
2 unsportsmanlike would get you ejected, as far as I know.
Yeah.
For the PAT.
Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is good.
Red Devils 28, Colonels 14, 3:57 to go in the third. Back after this on WSON.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
Seven to go in the third, 28-14. Owensboro on top, and they will be kicking from the Henderson 30 after those 2 15-yard penalties against the Colonels there at the end of the touchdown run. So
again, onside kick if I'm there.
Yeah, exactly. And they, I think, tried to do that, or at least kicked up in the air, and now I think they're offsides. They are. So the Red Devils offside to back it up to the 35.
They'll have to do that 7 more times to get back to the original line of the kickoff.
I couldn't tell, Steve, was that just a short kick, or did he get the big bounce off the turf there?
No, that was a pooch.
Okay.
Yeah. Or a sky kick, as they call it now.
I'm a Scotty. I don't think there's any reason why you wouldn't try to get.
No,
might as well try to on-sky kick.
Put the ball on the ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's back into the hands of Romer Payne. Now from the Colonel 35 kicking here. Lined up back deep, like he's going to put a little something.
I think he's
going
to kick it deep this time.
And he just kicks it through the end zone.
Well, if you're not going to onside kick it, if you do kick it and we catch it at the 10, you only got one line to beat, and they're so close to you.
Yep. It is Colonel's ball at the 20. Our game tonight here on WSON being brought to you in part by Classic Automotive and Collision Center. If you've had an accident and need auto body repair, remember it's your choice which body shop to use. Classic Automotive and Collision Center on Lower 2nd Street under the overpass. Classic Automotive, where you're driving home their reputation. Colonel's 1st and 10 from the 20, trailing by 14. Handoff to Burris off the right side, and Tony still on his feet at the 25, pushed back right there. Give him the 25 or 6. Another nice carry for Burris with 3. Still a long ways to go in this one. Colonel's trailed 14-0 for most of the first half. Got a late score in the second quarter, and then recovered an onside kick to start the third. Went down and scored to tie it, but then 14 straight after that from Owensboro since then. So it's the second time the Colonels have trailed by 14 tonight. A gain of 6 for Burris there, a 2nd and 4 for Henderson. 2 tight ends right, 2 receivers left. It's Tony Burris again getting across the 30 for Henderson Chevrolet first down to the 31-yard line. It's Trucktober at Henderson Chevrolet GMC. Get 0% financing on select new Chevy Silverados and GMC Sierras. Plus, buy now and make no payments until 2025, and get $2,500 in trade assistance when you trade in an eligible vehicle at Henderson Chevrolet GMC. 1st and 10 from the 31 for the Colonels, under 3 minutes to go in the third. 28-14, Red Devils on top. Belt again to Burris, trying to get to the outside, does not. He's going to lose a few yards. Taken down by Caden McKnight.
Yeah, Steve mentioned it earlier. We just cannot go to the outside. There's just no way.
Haven't been able to do that in Owensboro since I've been broadcasting games. For about 25 years, I can't remember doing that.
We haven't been able to do that much this year against anybody.
A loss of 3. Football's on the 28, 2nd and 13 for the Colonels. 2 receivers either side for Belt here. Hagan a tight end right. As Brody looks right, throws left, complete to Hagan, who is out of bounds around the 35. Hagan knocked out at the 32, so a gain of 4, and to bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Colonels. As we go under 2 minutes play in the third quarter here on senior night, Owensboro 28, Henderson 14. Owensboro scored the first 14 points of the ball game. Henderson scored 14 after that to tie it. Owensboro has scored the last 14, 28-14. Belt on 3rd and 9, rolling right. Looking downfield, stops, and now he throws incomplete at the 40. Had to get rid of it, and it's 4th down. Punt team coming out for Henderson. None to punt. With Owensboro's T. Green, who has a short touchdown run back to receive around his own 40-yard line. Another one of many Colonel seniors tonight. Jackson Nunn. Snap back to him, and end over end low punt is going to hit at the 45 and go out of bounds around the Owensboro 40-yard line. Minute 38 to play here in this third quarter. Our game being presented by Henderson Community College. Start your journey to a high-demand career or transition to a four-year institution at Henderson Community College. With over 16 degrees and 75 certificates, HCC will help you score big. Enroll now for spring 2025 classes at henderson.kctcs.edu. College for your world. Owensboro from the 38, 1st and 10. DeLacy to Hampton, trying to bounce it outside, and he's going to be brought down at about the 43-yard line. Gain of 5 on 1st down for the Red Devils and Hampton. Brody Belt there to bring him down. Officially at the 42, so a gain of 5. I bring up a 2nd and 5. You would think Colonel's got to keep it at 14 to have a shot here, so a big drive both ways here. The Colonel's trailing by 2 scores. Late in this third quarter. DeLacy's going to be sacked. Classic automotive and collision center sack. Fake the handoff to Hampton, and he is sacked by the Colonel's Myron Wright.
Was that Myron or was that Jericho?
I saw 8 come up, Steve, but it could have been both.
Yeah, it was Jericho. That was he's they both got there. It looked like it was Jericho that rolled him to the ground. But again, a great play, and it's the type of aggressive play that the Colonel showed in the second quarter. Not as much in the third quarter, and they really got to put something together coming into the fourth.
Classic automotive and collision center sack for Henderson County. Classic automotive. You're driving home their reputation. A 3rd and 10 now. DeLacy pressured again. It is now intercepted. It's intercepted by the Colonels. And making the pick for Henderson County is Miles Ramirez to the Owensboro 28. Exactly what Henderson needed.
Great pressure that time by the Colonels all the way around. And I don't know what they're doing. I'd hand that ball off to number 22.
Yeah, Evan Hampton should have 25 to 30 carries by this point.
And the game would have been over.
I don't understand Now, the Colonels have done a good job of stopping him from time to time, but I'm telling you, a steady dose of the best athlete is tough for anybody.
He has 161 yards on 13 carries. That's 12.3 yards a carry.
If he were my running back, he'd run for about 250 a night.
Colonels at the Owensboro 26 after the interception, first turnover of the game. Throwing belt to McKinney, and McKinney's going to be brought down at the 22. A gain of 4, that is the end of the third quarter. After 3, Owensboro 28, Henderson 14 here on WSON. Our game being presented by Henderson Community College.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges.
Owensboro Health, providing advanced heart care, women's services, orthopedics, cancer care, and so much more for Western Kentucky and Southern Indiana. Our team of 5,000 is ready to serve you. Owensboro Health. We want to keep you healthy. We want to make you proud.
So another procedure penalty against the Colonels. And it's a 2nd and 10 for Henderson at the 26. So a 2nd and 10 for Henderson. Belt going to hand it off to Burris. Tony spins off one tackler, has the 20, and is going to be pushed out of bounds around the 19. He gets about 5 or 6 back. As Ray there to push him out of bounds at the 20.
Well, this is 4-down territory. As long as you don't lose yards here, if you get anything positive, you go for it on 4th down. You're down 2 scores in the 4th.
3rd and 4 from the 20. 3 tight end sits, shift to the left side. Burris, and no gain, is going to lose a couple yards. Owensboro defended that one perfectly. Lost 2 to the 22, and it is 4th and 6 coming up for Henderson. Meadows coming in for Rush to be receiver here on this near side.
Colonel's just 3 of 10 on 3rd downs.
And Henderson's going to take their 2nd timeout of the half. 10:50 to go in the game.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
The game, Owensboro 28, Henderson County 14. Henderson County with a football at the Owensboro 22. facing a 4th and 6. 3 receivers left. A tight end right for Belt. Meadows goes in motion away from the press box. Belt takes a snap. Looking over the middle. Going to throw toward the end zone. Meadows down there. Incomplete. And it'll be a turnover on downs as Owensboro is going to have the football at the 22. So after the Colonels had the interception to sit up in a great spot at the Owensboro 26, a turnover on downs. And the Red Devils get it back here with 10:45 to go in the fourth quarter, leading 28-14.
Oh, that hurt. Had a big interception and no points.
Great spot, yep. From the 22, DeLacy with Hampton to his right. And it's a fumble as he tried to pitch it loose and still on the ground, nearing the end zone. And
they got it back.
Owensboro recovers at the 1, I believe. Boy, it got deflected 2 or 3 times. They're still unpaddling from what I could tell. It appeared the Red Devils may have got on at the 1, but it could be a Colonel touchdown if they recovered there.
It's in the end zone. That's a touchdown.
The Colonels come out with it. They hadn't signaled us anything yet. Hunter Evans has the football. Officials are talking things over here. It appeared like they were going to signal a first down for the Colonels.
I mean, if we got the football, no way they give them the ball back.
Was an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass? How do you throw an they toss the ball to the running back.
Yep.
There's no way that's an incomplete
it
pass.
Was behind the line of scrimmage. Wow.
How is that an incomplete pass? When he tosses it to the running back. Well.
That's as bad as it gets.
Yep.
I mean, who made that call? Which ref made that call?
Well, they all got together. It was a
Yeah.
pitch.
Took 5 minutes to come up with incomplete pass. More on it.
It's a pitch. It appeared to be. Now here's Hampton that has the 25, 30
That's
far
holding.
sideline, brought down at the 36, penalty marker in.
A little late, but
so what we thought would, at worst, would have been Owensboro football back at the 1 and possibly even Colonel ball or even a Colonel touchdown goes as an incomplete pass. If that's the case, then there
why
was no
were we running
whistle.
down
Yeah,
there?
there was no whistle. Yeah, you would have.
And there was no pass.
Yeah.
And it was a toss.
So somebody could have got hurt in that big scrummage back there for no reason. Because you didn't blow the whistle.
Football at the 23. 2nd and 9 for Owensboro here. Two receivers to the left, one to the right for DeLacy. Handoff Hampton, and he's down to the 26 or 27-yard line. It'll be about a 3rd and 6 coming up for the Red Devils. It will go under 10 minutes to go in the game. Owensboro on top, 28-14. Two receivers either side. DeLacy with Hampton behind him. Hard count. Colonel stay put this time, don't jump. Looks over to the sideline as play clock goes down to 8 seconds. DeLacy takes a snap.
Delay.
And a timeout called by Owensboro. 9:20 to go in the fourth. 28-14, Owensboro on top. They face a 3rd and 6 when we come back on WSON. Our game being presented by Henderson Community College.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
(8-14), Owensboro facing a 3rd and 6 from their own 26. DeLacy takes a snap, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run it, has the 30, first down 35, 40, and brought down at the 47-yard line. 21 yards. And I think a penalty called away from the ball in the secondary. I think Dillard and Turner hooked up there, and Turner came up clapping hands, so the officials going to get together about this one.
Got 2 fouls on the play. Both of them are dead ball, personal foul here, dead ball, personal foul here. Those penalties offsets.
So offsetting personal foul penalties.
With offsetting personal fouls, those penalties cancel one another out.
And the ball goes through the 48. Maybe a little frustration in Danny Perkins' voice. You don't hear that a whole lot. The PA voice of Colonel Stadium. And now I think another timeout called here. Or is there an injury on the far sideline?
No, we call a timeout, and he's not going to. I'm not sure what we're doing. Well, no, they didn't.
I don't think either team called a timeout. I'm not sure what that was.
Well, the official on the Colonel sideline blew the whistle to stop play, but had no explanation.
8:50 to go in the game. Owensboro 1st and 10 from their own 48, leading 28-14. And I think illegal procedure here against Owensboro.
False start, number 52 on the offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So that'll back up the Red Devils 5 yards. So 1st and 15 back at their own 43.
1st and 15 for Owensboro from their own 43-yard line.
8:45 left. Colonel's trailing 28-14. DeLacy give to Hampton, and Hampton maybe a yard to the 44 as the Colonels run him out of bounds. Ramirez there leading the way. A yard to the 44 and a 2nd and 14. As we'll go under 8 minutes to go in the game, a 28-14 lead for Owensboro. Three receivers right, one to the left for DeLacy. Obviously probably staying on the ground here. They do. And it is
coming back.
Their big running back, Hampton, across the 50 to the Colonel 48.
Holding, number 50 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
A lot of laundry in this game tonight.
Yeah, but the majority on the Colonels, and we've earned a bunch of those
we
penalties.
Have, yep.
But I'm telling you, there's been a lot of things that have just kind of been looked away, and especially that play on the goal line, again, might be the worst call in the history of high school athletics.
12 flags on the Colonels, 7 on the Red Devils.
Red Devils from their own 34. 2nd and 24 from there. DeLacy on to keeping himself running left and taken down at the 38-yard line. So he picked up 4.
One thing the Colonel's defense has been really good on third down today. The Red Devils just 2 of 7.
3rd and 24 now for 3rd and 20, now for the Red Devils. The football at the 38. As we go under 7 minutes to play, and the Red Devils leading 28-14. Snap to the Lacey. Looking to throw downfield, and it is incomplete. Good coverage by the Colonels downfield as it's broken up by Jack Dalton. The intended receiver was Dillard. A big play by Dalton. Flag down.
No way.
Back at the 34.
They're going to call roughing the passer? Surely not.
No. They're going to holding number 50 on the offense.
Be declined.
That penalty's declined. Bring up 4th down.
There was a hold against Owensboro. Obviously, the Colonels declined that on what's now a 4th and 20, and to get the ball back here with 6:39 to go. With 1 timeout remaining, down 2 scores.
And it should be a 1-score game right now. It's just hard to swallow that incompetence.
Back to receive, King Cumbus. He's returned to punt early in the season.
We got too many guys on the field.
Tushin on the defense. It's 5-yard penalty.
Boy, to be a gain number 10, just the Colonels very undisciplined tonight.
Extremely undisciplined.
130 yards, penalties, 14 flags.
14 flags.
Can't do that next
And
week.
if you don't think that makes it easy to get other flags based on your reputation, you're missing the point.
Punt is away. A wobbler that's going to hit at the 32, take a big Owensboro bounce and go inside the 20. Down at the 17-yard line. Now some pushing and shoving going on at the 35. Another flag in. So we'll see who this one's on. It wasn't anywhere near where the kick landed, but some extracurricular activity. Is this one getting a little chippy? Kind of saw this last week late in the Christian County game. That was a running clock situation.
And 1 on the defense. There are personal fouls here, personal fouls here. Those penalties will offset. First down, Henderson County.
So I saw that moments ago. Again, offsetting penalties. So to be Colonel's football down at the 16-yard line.
It'd be nice to get a little momentum on offense going into the playoffs next week.
Our game being brought to you in part by your local State Farm insurance agent, Ann Thrasher Boyd, and helps you tackle savings when you combine home and auto insurance. See State Farm agent Ann Thrasher Boyd at the corner of 14th and North Green Streets to start your savings. Call 826-9583 or visit AnnIsMyAgent.com. Colonels from the 17, Belt looking to throw deep, looking for McKinney, who's turned around, incomplete near midfield. Clock stop with 6:22 to go in the game. No love lost between the Red Devils and Colonels. You might expect longtime rivals. Second and 10 from the 17 for Henderson. Colonel start the playoffs at home next week. Barron County, the opponent. Scheduled 7 p.m. kick. Belt takes the snap. Hand off to Tony Burris. Tony across the 20, brought down at about the, actually still on his feet now at about the 23 or 24. It picks up about 6-7 yards. And they bring up a third and manageable here. As they go under 6 minutes to go, Colonel's on 2 score, going to try to go quickly. 3rd and 3 from the 24.
Colonel's horrible on 3rd down tonight, 3 of 11.
3rd and 3 here. Belt to Burris, 1st down and more. 35 near side forward, and he's brought down into Owensboro territory at the Red Devil 47-yard line. Another great night for Tony Burris. He was over 100 yards in that first half. Tony now exactly 200 yards on 26 carries, including a couple touchdown runs. And timeout called for an injured Red Devil down at about the 40-yard line. That'll give us a moment to tell you that our game tonight being brought to you in part by DSS Rentals. Take it from Colonel's football sophomore Jack Dalton. DSS Rentals is Henderson's source for equipment rentals for personal and commercial projects, big or small. DSS Rentals has the tools for you. DSS Rentals on South Green and online at dss-rentals.com. And special thanks to Henderson Community College, our presenting sponsor of Colonel's football this week. Unlock your future at HCC. Choose from over 16 degrees and 75 certificates leading to a high-demand career or transfer to a four-year institution. Enroll now for spring 2025 classes at henderson.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. Kentucky in action tomorrow night at Tennessee. Pregame 4:30, kickoff at 6:45. Titans at home noon on Sunday as they take on the New England Patriots. Plenty more football to come this weekend here on WSON. Kentucky basketball starts Monday. Pope era begins, the Mark Pope era, because the Cats host Wright State at 6. Live election night coverage November 5th beginning at 7. And then the playoffs again a week from tonight here at Colonel Stadium. Colonels from the 47, 1st and 10. As Belt throws over the middle. Meadows is open, and it's knocked away at the last minute. Coming over was Carr, able to knock it away at the last moment, incomplete. And 2nd and 10 coming up for Henderson.
Yeah, it's a great ball. Brody put it where it needed to be, but great close right there by the Owensboro senior safety.
Jalen Carr on that defensive play. 2nd and 10 for the Colonels at the Owensboro 47. 5:29 to go in the game. Colonels trailed 28-14. They have one timeout left. Two receivers to the right and one to the left. Belt's going to throw. It is complete the right side, and then fumbling the football, but falling back on it at the 40 is Colton Thompson. As Thompson gets about 7 to bring up a 3rd and 3. Football at the 40, obviously a 4-down territory at this spot for the Colonels as they go under 5 minutes to play in the game.
This has been a long football game, and it's not even high scoring, really.
3rd and 3 from the 40.
We didn't even have an extended halftime. A lot of conversations, though.
Two tight ends left side for the Colonels. Belt, handoff to Burris. Tony 35, and he's brought down at the 30. A Henderson Chevrolet 1st down after a gain of 10 for Burris. It's Trucktober at Henderson Chevrolet GMC. Get 0% financing on select new Chevy Silverados and GMC Eras. Plus, buy now, make no payments until 2025, and get $2,500 in trade assistance when you trade in an eligible vehicle at Henderson Chevrolet GMC. Burris over 200 yards for the 2nd time this season.
Rushing up that all-time list.
Yes, 1st and 10 from the 30. Belt going to throw toward the end zone, looking for McKinney, and it's incomplete in the end zone. Shimwell in on the coverage against McKinney. Clock stop with 4:11 to play. Football on the 30. Again, 4:11 left in the game. Colonels trailing 28-17. Colonels Burris was 10th coming in tonight. He passed Jaheim Williams for 9th. Keelan Chappelle, a Colonel assistant coach, the 257 to pass him for 8th. Belt, again looking toward the end zone, steps up the pocket. Brody's going to run it. Trying to come near sideline. Got a big block at the 25, spins and brought down there.
Wow. He laid the wood on that one.
I couldn't quite tell who it was, but I heard the cracking.
It was number 88.
That was Christian Hagan.
Yeah, Christian Hagan did a great job getting it, and he made sure to hit him on the right shoulder and not in the back. Great block.
Some oohs and ahs from the crowd after that block from the sophomore Hagan. Meanwhile, the Colonels facing a 3rd and 4 from the Owensboro 24.
In what should have been a game-tying touchdown drive. All right, I'll shut up about it.
3 tight ends left. Low snap, it's on the ground. Belt picks it up. Brody now tackled at the 30, a loss of 6. And Brody a little slow to get up, helped up by Hagan and Gogol. 4th down, Colonel offense staying out there, obviously down 2 scores. 28-14, football at the 31. It's a 4th and 10. .245 and counting left in the game. 2 receivers either side for Belt. Burris in the backfield with him. Brody looking left. Going to throw toward the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Back line of the end zone. The turnover on downs as Owensboro will get the ball back with 2:26 to play. Last 2 possessions, Colonel's got it into Owensboro territory at the 31 there, and then earlier at the 26, but no points to show for it, and the Red Devils with the football back. Henderson just 1 timeout left.
Almost could go to victory formation.
Trevor DeLacy, the senior quarterback, with a talented junior Hampton to his right. Going to hand it off to Hampton, who has the 35. Rush trying to track him down, 40, 50, and he ran out of bounds near midfield. 1st down for Owensboro to the Colonel 48-yard line. Hampton, another nice run. He's had a big night. 188 for Hampton tonight. To the Colonel, 48, 2:19 to play. Handoff, Hampton this time off the left side, and he's taken down at the 35-yard line. Another 1st down for the Red Devils with 2:12 to play in the game.
Hampton's run is good for an Owensboro 1st down.
And I think Henderson's taking their final timeout. Yep.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Owensboro at the Henderson 34, 2:12 remaining. That was the Colonel's last timeout. As DeLacy in the gun takes the snap, Hand off to Hampton. Hampton 25, middle of the field 20, brought down inside the 20. Down to the 17. I think they can go to victory formation at this point, if they'd like. We'll try to catch up with a couple of Colonel seniors on our postgame show, Tony Burris and Jackson Wallace. Try to catch up with those two guys. Jackson, a defensive tackle, and Tony, another big night. We'll try to catch up with those guys here on senior night. We'll get another game here at home next week when Barron County comes to town, as the Red Devils take their first of a couple of knees with a minute and a half to go. Going to get a win here in Henderson. Special thanks to Henderson Community College, our presenting sponsor of Colonel's football this week here on WSON. Minute 10 left. The Red Devils will have to take a couple more knees here, as Owensboro going to move to 7-3 on the regular season. Colonels will finish the regular season 4-6. Going to be the Colonels against Barron County. Red Devils will host Ohio County in their first round playoff game next week. And the Red Devils, DeLacy under center, and take one more knee. And that'll do it. Owensboro has won 9 in a row against Henderson County. They spoil senior night, beating the Colonels 28-14. For Steve Town, the sideline, Scott Sung with me here in the booth. My name is Greg Busby. So long for just a while.